Guys, we're giving away this Mark IV Supra in $10,000 cash. Not only that, we're gonna give you the choice between this F350 Super Duty Power Stroke. So last week, go ahead and hit the link above or below, grab you some merch and you'll automatically be entered.
Hey, why is this thing apart like a couple days before we're trying to get rid of it?
Because Trevi likes to misinform me about things that we're doing to stuff before I do all the work that needs to be done that I think needs to be done. And then Trevi comes out 2 days later.
Hey, that doesn't sound like a can-do positive attitude.
Oh, we're doing it, buddy.
Okay.
I'm just letting people, you ask me a question and I'm giving them, you know.
We're at the shop today. We got a surprise overnight delivery for the Supra because I forgot that I wanted to do an electronic boost controller or some sort of thing, and a wideband and a boost gauge and like all kinds of stuff. And so the best option that I found was actually this Innovate gauge. This is one of the things that that Adam LZ uses a lot, is this Innovate. It's like an SG1, a wideband, and it's a boost gauge, and it's a boost controller with a shift light. It has this electronic boost controller. This is similar to what we actually use in like the Honda or for like the ECU master to control the boost, and it's all ECU controlled, whereas this thing is actually controlled by this whole gauge. And so how it does that is you just go up and down with the boost. It also has a built-in map sensor, and then it also has the wideband. So the cool thing about it is you plug it in, you connect it to your laptop, and I believe you basically just build like a safety table. So you say 15 pounds of boost and it goes lean, it'll then revert back to wastegate spring pressure, which is like 8 pounds. So save the engine, save whatever. So let's say in a couple years if the fuel filter in this thing gets dirty, or you know, something like that, and somebody's out ripping it on the high boost setting, it'll essentially save itself from hurting itself. Plus all the packaging is just right here. So we got boost gauge and we have air fuel right there with a controller up and down. So I think it was kind of a no-brainer, especially because we are on the stock ECU and I don't want to, you know, aftermarket ECUs and other type of stuff. AEM does make something similar to this. It's a true boost, but it doesn't have the air fuel into it. So this is kind of, I'd say, the best option right away. If you guys are interested in one of these things, maybe we'll put them on motionalperformance.com. You get some entries to win the Supra, which ends on Monday. So goal for this thing is get the boost controller installed, take it for a rip, take it to the dyno, see how much power it makes. We always take it to the dyno on like the last day, yeah. Which is kind of silly, but now we got some street miles on her. We know she's great.
Oh yeah, this thing's a ripper.
We're gonna take it from like 8 or 10 pounds of boost to like 15. See, what
this thing just sounds. There's just no equal to these 2Js.
No replacement for 2JZs.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah, they're great.
Unless it's like a turbo 1UZ, but we're gonna figure that out later in the future.
What about all that stuff over there?
We're not talking about that. All right, guys. So boost controller is officially installed. It's fired up. So air fuel is heating up, and then we have the little boost cylinder. So now we got vacuum. Now we actually know how much boost we're running. All right, so right now we're showing a peak boost of 12.5. So we'll just go right here and I'll hold this. So the wastegate duty cycle is at 0. Then I'll just go up. I'll just do like 15%, 16%. We'll see what happens with that. That was still 12. Peak of 13. Not bad. Peak of 13.8. So it's going up, but alright, what's up guys? We got the boost controller all figured out. We got it played with. Got it making about 15.1 pounds right now. Just with playing with a little bit of the duty cycle. It's showing it has about 11-pound spring in it with the duty cycle off. And then high boost should be the, you know, maybe we'll play with it a little bit, see if we get it to about 16. More duty cycle. We got 16.5 pounds, so she's feeling good. And dyno and see what she makes. You guys are gonna have to let me know right now in the comments what you think she's gonna make. So on this same So we made it over here to Rowdy Performance, and so this is where they had the dyno day, where I had my 2GZ Mustang on here, and I think it made around 580 horse on like 29, 30 pounds or something like that. So again, this thing's gonna be, we're gonna start off on wastegate spring, which is 11 pounds, and then we're gonna bump it up to the 16 pounds and just kind of see where it goes. Again, stock ECU, stock intake manifold, stock injectors. It has a Walbro 255 in the fuel tank, and we're gonna see how much power this thing makes. This is a Superflow dyno, so it's kind of similar to it's a hub dyno. It's a eddy brake dyno, so it doesn't have like a big drum. It has basically electric motors that kind of hold it back. I think that's how it is, but we're gonna see how it's doing. Ramps are rattling a little bit, but see what she rips. So we're on the dyno and see what this thing makes on wastegate spring. Show you guys the peak boost after it's all done. What RPM do I need to be at?
Whatever RPM you want. I'm gonna set the test according to mile per hour.
Okay. Probably like right there.
Alright, so when I give you the thumbs up, go ahead and pour it and get off when you're ready.
Alright, here we go, boys. So that was 393 horse at 13.2 pounds. So probably let it idle here. We got the fan and everything on. Cool thing about this boost controller is basically to go to wastegate pressure, you go SC off, you just hold these things, or you hold it like that, and now we actually have the boost controller on. So I'll go right here. So now we have air fuel ratio, and then we have boost up there in the corner. And then what you do is you just scroll through and you can see the peak boost that it had. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and hit it again. I'll probably flip this thing around and so you guys can see the boost and air fuel. .427 horse and 400 foot-pounds of torque for stock ECU, everything ready to go. So that's not too bad. That was also on the inertia settings in 4th gear in this transmission. So we should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and let it cool down for just a second, and then we'll do another pull with it kind of load setting. So we'll throw like either a 10 or 15% load on it and let it kind of climb that way. So 16.2 pounds. What did that make?
You made 418 and 384.
So 418 horse and 384 on torque. So it was a little bit less boost. That was 16.2 instead of 16.7. So probably knocked it down. So it's probably about the same as it would have. It's probably a little bit maybe warm from doing, I don't know.
What was that?
Might be a little warm, like oil wise and all that. I don't know if that matters a whole lot, but fan price.
Well, it's still a very respectable number though.
Yeah. I mean for,
what, 600?
well, it's a 3 liter on 16 pounds of boost on pump gas on a stock ECU, like no tuning. The air fuel is like 10.0, like 10.5, super pig rich, you know. So again, super safe. I had this set up in my drift car years, rev limiter, burnouts, tug of war with other cars, and it didn't give a shit. So yeah, I think so.
We're all good?
Yeah.
Trip the e-brake for me and I'll drop you. So,
what was that? 418? Yeah. 418 and 4. I mean, I guess I could turn up the boost a little bit more, but I think 16 pounds is pretty good. 420 horse, stock ECU, pretty rich air fuel ratio, about 11-ish in there. Whereas if you just lean this thing out a little bit and threw a little bit more timing in it, at 18 pounds, this thing would probably make closer to 500. So actually, that's what the last one did. I think our last Supra that we had on the dyno, the giveaway one, the black one, it was like right at 500 horse or 510 at like 20 pounds of boost. So that was on the ECU Masters. This one's all pretty much all stock. So yeah, boost controller working good. Now we're just gonna drive it home. Every stoplight, every gas station, people literally, like, it's like a bad thing. They like want to follow you and talk to you and take pictures of it and do all that other stuff, which is really cool. And I usually don't mind that they're not following me to like the shop or my house or something, but 427 horsepower on 16.7 pounds of boost, 400 foot-pounds of torque, stock ECU, rich, super safe. You can literally beat on this thing for years like that and probably not have a single issue with it, other than like maybe having to replace your tires or like put fuel in it. That was my goal with this whole build, as simple as it is, was just to kind of keep it simple, and so it would work good. Give somebody, you know, no problems, whatever, just hop in it, whack the key, go drive. So giveaway ends on Monday, June 21st, 2020 at 11:59:59. So don't be late. Happy Father's Day to every single one of you guys watching this video on the day of. Yeah, this thing sounds so cool. Just effortlessly passing people in traffic, and turbo noises, exhaust noises. I just got back from the cruise. Man, this thing just drives so nice. Literally, it feels like such a stock car that makes 420 horsepower, and in this chassis, everybody says that Mark IV Supras are like boats, but if you park this thing next to a new Mustang, it looks like a Miata. It looks tiny compared to like a new Mustang. So you have the chance to win this thing. Every dollar you spend on motionontv.com, it has one automatic entry for a chance to win this thing or the truck, plus $10,000 cash for each of them, if you guys did not know that. But 420 horse, 400 foot-pounds of torque, 100% stock, super reliable, brand new Royal Sapphire Pearl paint job, 58,000 original miles, clean title, hardtop Supra, 98 headlights, 98 tail lights, 19-inch staggered wheels, 3-inch NVIDIA exhaust. It's got the brand new Wiring Specialties engine harness. The inside of this thing literally looks pretty new, other than it's a little bit dirty, but such a sick car. Bluetooth radio, stereo, whatever you want to call it. But again, don't be late, guys. We're going to be going live for like the last hour or two of the giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed to YouTube and on Instagram for any of the other stuff, and don't sleep on this giveaway. Really appreciate you guys supporting it, and if you guys did not support the giveaways, I would not be able to do the crazy stuff that I tried to do, at least sometimes, just because, as you guys know, the YouTube ad rev isn't what it used to be, and I got more employees and all that other stuff, which isn't your guys' fault. But again, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys later.